Good evening. Welcome back. How's everyone doing tonight? A few of you. My camera looks a little choppy. Hopefully it's fine on the stream, but whatever. You're not here to look at me or look at the games, right? So it doesn't really matter, but I want to see if a few people will join before I regale the tale of what got me to playing this game, which is Ion Fury, a modern reinterpretation of... I shouldn't say reinterpretation. Most of you that are interested in retro stuff probably are aware of the Ion Fury thing, which is like... evening, Mike. Welcome. It's a new game in the build engine, right? Evening Tiger, welcome. And so 3D Realms decided to publish it, but it's basically like, what could you do if you use modern tricks and technology to kind of redo the Duke 3D game in the same engine? So Evening Tyler, welcome. And I thought for a second, like, Evening Vandalay, welcome. Getting a lot of people popping in there now. I have adult beverage tonight, so cheers. Anyway, so Evening Sailor Boy. The Duke engine was ported to open source, or I mean, someone correct me here. I'm not super familiar with all the stuff, but the eDuke 32 is a modern version, open source interpretation of the Duke engine that it runs on, which is the build engine, which used a lot of games, Shadow Warrior, Blood, and Duke Nukem 3D, obviously. So I think that a few years ago, this came out in 2018, they decided like, hey, what can we do? It's a stuttery. Okay, that's weird. It's got to be let me try and do this quick. Where the video went here now. Doot, I'm gone, and I'm here again. Less stuttery now, maybe? Maybe? Yeah, I'm using, no, still pretty stuttery. Weird. I may have to turn off my camera and turn it back on again, if it doesn't get any better. It's using the full, like, DSLR, but then I have it hooked up to, like, a little USB capture stick. I'm not sure if it's the capture stick or the camera, but, or my computer. Who knows? You're not gonna look at me very long, so they decided to re-release like or not re-release, but like how can you make a build engine game with modern trappings, and that's kind of what spawned Ion Fury, which is just this ginormous box. It's massive. Let's see if I can find a regular box. I don't have a Duke 3D box to compare, but there you go. Here's like a normal size big box, right? And it's substantially in size. The difference is just ridiculous. Yeah. I'm not sure. I think that what someone said, it's likely when they release this. This is the non-collector's edition of the Iron Fury box. I have played it before on a modern PC, so as you'll see here on this side here, soon the specs will scroll through. So what I did, I wanted to play this on Retro Machine, so I have it running. Let me switch to the big action cam here, but so this game will be running on a CRT, and it's running on a even Ted. It is running on a, let's see, it's a Core 2 Quad 2.4 gigahertz. So it's kind of like a Vista era machine. And I had to fiddle around a lot with eDuke 32 settings, and someone actually created a specific build of that runs under 32-bit Windows XP. So we're running Windows XP here. I just had the screensaver on. And so normally it requires 64-bit instructions, but someone was kind enough to recompile it to allow it to be used on 32-bit. So then I'm able to play it on there. So, unfortunately, my video is really choppy there, so I'll try and start the camera over here. We'll do the action cam, and I'll try and restart this camera quick. It plays nice now. When in doubt, reboot, right? Always reboot. Ooh, now I gotta focus it again, too. Standby. Deactivate, reactivate. Nothing's going to be easy, right? Now I'm out of focus. Standby. There you go. Yeah, I think that's what we're saying. I'm not sure what's causing it, if it's the capture stick or not, that I'm using to do the transfer, and I can unplug that, but then I probably have to close out the stream, so hopefully not have to get to that point. All right, we'll run with it for a little bit and see why it decided to be juddery, but I'm assuming it's the capture stick that's the problem at that point. I restarted the camera. It's always got to be something, right? I can't try and unplug it and plug it back in, but then OBS might say derp and then not play nice. When you're faced with a problem, I'll say, I loved Suka's stream last night. It was really fun. I hope he streams longer next time too. It was fun to watch. I didn't catch the beginning of his challenges setting up there, but I think he did awesome for the first time streaming. So anyway, the box then, of course, is just ginormous. And I think that what someone was saying is that they basically put the same collectors and the basic edition in the same box. So that's why this is so huge. Yes, beer. I'm drinking... I'm not even sure where this is brewed. From the Big Wave Brewery. That's alright, it's a golden ale. Nothing special, but I wanted some ale-type beer tonight. I was going to say, yeah, the box is just ridiculous, but it's funny because when I installed this, that's really, really choppy. It's unfortunate. So I could reconnect the device, but I'm afraid that OBS is going to go crazy if I do that. We'll think about it here, but the box then touts a whole bunch of stuff that it came with. But so I had to install the non-DRM version. When you bought the big box, it came with the non-DRM version of the game. We'll take a look in the box here, because it was a little sad because I opened it. I broke the seal on it. That's fine. I don't really care. And it uses one of these like slip covers that come off. Then it's massive, but look inside. You can tell they designed this to hold something bigger. There's nothing in here. It's just empty void. So then if you look on the back, it says like, Eating Joseph, bowling bomb USB flash drive. That's this. Digital soundtrack. Well, it's on this here. A3 poster. So there's a poster in here. Let's fold it up. So that's nice. A GDF keycard. So that is this. It's like a credit card style keycard for the game. And a 60-page making of booklet. That's it. The rest is just empty, void space. So yeah, they must have built this box to hold like the bigger stuff. And it's a full color manual. I'll give it that. They go through the back, what they did a little bit and how they got to this point, the art and everything. So it's a cool booklet, but it's very, very empty. And I wish it would have been the standard size, but I think, again, they made the size of the box to match up with match up with the collector's edition, which had a big statue in it or something like that. So, all right. So as far as the game goes, so this machine it's running on is, as I said, and the specs will roll through here again. I wanted to install this on Windows XP because someone made a specific build of the eDuke32 executable to run on XP. I thought, well, I should try it. So first off, I found this machine, which is a kind of like not overpowered, but it is pretty powerful for XP machine. This is a 2007 era machine. The video card and the processor is from 2007, basically. So it's more Vista. It runs XP great, has drivers and everything for it. And I use it kind of like as a backup or a standby XP machine. And that's what I play XP games on. And it has an 8800 GTS in there. Handles XP games just fine, obviously. But I wanted to play it something older. So I tried first installing it on my, let's see, that is a P4 2.26 gigahertz. And the game would launch, but then just like go nuts. Like the graphics were corrupted. It can run an OpenGL mode or software mode, and it wouldn't work in either one. Both were given the same thing. Like it would launch the game, but then it wouldn't get anywhere. Yes, you're right. Bliss, the most... There's the specs again. Here you see it below. I think this background photo is the most like the creator of it, or the person who took the photo, has gotten the most like royalty from any, or it's the most royalty distributed photo ever because of it being the default installation background on XP. The guy's made a lot of money from just this photo, and I think it's one picture from Napa Valley in California or something like that. Anyway, so I tried to run on that machine. It wouldn't work. So then I brought out a shuttle thinking, well, that would be a good one to test this on. But I think it's something to do with the video card. Probably doesn't have the instruction set needed to run it. Because although eDuke32 will run on an XP machine in the base format, you could basically copy the files from Duke Nukem 3D and drop into the eDuke32, and it will run it just fine on an XP machine. But I'm guessing the video card is missing the instruction set that the advanced stuff that they did for Iron Fury, it was never made to run on XP, but you can run on XP. If you get the GOG version, it actually is installable on XP, but then it requires 64-bit XP, which I don't have. So, yes, this has a mechanical spinning disk in and everything. So, this is a old school, you know, you could have had this machine and still run XP on it. XP at the time was like 6 years old when the specs or the parts on this machine came out, but, you know, it's viable. But it runs XP games great. So some of the games I do have on here, which will stream some other time too, but, you know, games like Unreal Tournament, of course, I have to have on here. I have Neverwinter Nights, Halo, Emperor Battlefield Dune, Armageddon, things like that. I did play Descent 3 on this guy. But in this case here, we're playing on Fury. So what eDuke 32 is basically a wrapper. Instead of running the build engine directly, yeah, retro-ish E. So I didn't necessarily want to call it like, this is a retro machine, but it is, you know, it's like, you know, yeah, it's basically, it's a solid XP machine. And it's old by now. You think about it, it's like 2007, so it's got a few years on it. And this is actually a parts machine that was put together with everything. Oh my. I wish I could do that. It's actually surprisingly silent. It's one of those like Samsung 250 gig SATA drives. I bought so many of those throughout the years, and they never die. Like, I don't think I had a single one die yet. I've had like 200, 250, 300, 400 gig Samsung SATA drives, and they just don't die. Yes, that is a cool one. I hope to cover that or stream that too, because I had a lot of fun with Halo when that came out on PC. So the eDuke wrapper allows you to run an OpenGL or software mode. And OpenGL on this one, the card is just probably too old to handle the instruction sets that they're expecting for this game. So I run it in software mode, and it actually runs pretty good on this machine, which we'll find out. We'll start it. So instead of launching Ampere directly, then it's basically launching an eDuke 32 wrapper, and then launches the game through that. And that's how you can play. You could play Duke Nukem 3D on a widescreen monitor, things like that, if you wanted to, modern. But it runs great. So yes, there will be some hitching here and there, but come on, it's, you know, this game was made for something much, much newer. Dang. Am I hitching the video now, too? Getting choppy stream. Uh-oh. Oh, OBS is tanking. Oh! It's back, I think. Yep, that was OBS going bonkers there. Hopefully it's coming back here now. That was literally, I'm not sure what happened there. OBS just went like super sluggish. Check my stream settings here. Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, buffer there like crazy because it's trying to catch up now again. For some reason my OBS just went, I mean, just froze. No, it wasn't anyone there. It was me, but it's pretty muted now. I'm tapping and I see the... Yeah, it really... and it was literally OBS that just froze up for a second there. I have a feeling I should probably reboot before each stream. I didn't do that today, so of course I'm... Hopefully it's coming back here now. I see my upload speed is back to normal. I think the stream health is... Yeah, I'll say... Talk to Sukra, and that was the problem. I was helping him earlier today with some tips on streaming, and here I am breaking the stream too. We want retro, but not that retro. It looks like it's solid now. So, if you're not familiar with Ion Fury, and as probably many of you are, it's basically just a modern interpretation of what Duke Nukem 3D could have been with the female protagonist. Yeah, we'll play on the easiest. It is too much to handle. Again, we're running this on a 2007 machine then, right? That runs just fine. This is software mode. You can run it in OpenGL and everything. Hopefully it's caught up now. Let's see what's happening. Stream health. Let's set the settings lower. On Fury. Is it still choppy? Terrific. I don't have to restart OBS. She might be.
You're lucky I can't fit a grenade launcher in my bag.
Haha, and she's very edgy, right? So still encoding overloaded. Consider turning down video settings. Okay, well that's good. I think I know. Let's see. Yeah. Hopefully I don't have to restart the router here. That would be bad. Or not router, but OBS. That would be bad. Or to restart the stream. I was catching up here. Okay-ish. Remember, this is still a choppy game, right? So it's not going to run smooth, especially on this machine. But we will have a little bit of that. Whoop. Yeah, encoder overloaded. Alright, let me pause the stream and do a quick settings change here real quick. So you'll see me go dead for a second. I'll be right back. We're back? Maybe? We're back? This should be a better setting, I think. Yeah, it's very colorful. Let me know when you guys can hear me again. I think it's catching up now. I think I had the... It's funny, too, because I think I'd messed with the settings when I was helping Sucre out. I think I broke it. I think it's back to normal now. Yeah, this is Sucre curse. When he comes on here, I'm going to blame him. I always need some plausible deniability. So let me know when and if you guys can hear me again here now. Stream health looks better. Good. Good. Better. Better? Maybe? Yeah, the stream has to catch up and buffer up again with the settings. It should be catching up here now as the stuff fills in here. You get to look at the pretty screen. Yes, that is whatever that... And I honestly got that processor. Yeah, you're probably right. Everyone's probably seeing blurry as it buffers in or catches up. Because normally I would have started the streaming before where it has time to catch up. So right now it should be picking up again. We'll see when it starts buffering up properly here. But this is a very fast game. Very fast. So hopefully you guys can keep up. Have any of you... play this or any of the retro shooters? I will say Sucre did an excellent video on this modern with this modern type of like boomer shooter or modern retro shooter that I thought was a really good video. Press E to open things. Got it. Very satisfying engine with like the punch of the weapons and everything. Nice. It's a solid processor. It's funny that I basically got it from a friend who's like, he was upgrading and just, wanted to get something new. So he got rid of this and just like gave it to me. And I've used it as a retro XP machine since. It was clearly running, Vista and 7 eventually on it. But it's a remarkably solid processor. And I'm hoping to do a video on it, like I always say. I think that having a solid XP machine, like a kind of a quote-unquote overkill XP machine, is really useful. One of the things with the build engine... is, they, or at least at Duke, they had a lot of interactivity. You could, mess with a whole bunch of stuff, and that was one of the fun things, especially in Duke Nukem 3D. You could pick up stuff and, drink and activate and who knows what. And that also was a really, really fun part of the game. Alright, is it caught up now? Any better quality? Awesome. Thanks for sticking with it there. Hey, where's Sucre? I need to blame him. Alright. Now I actually have to play the game, too. So I got the key card. Well, Flynn's Arcade. This game is just crammed with references. That's what makes it kind of funny. I think biggest drawback with this one is the levels can get really sprawling after a while. And I will, full disclosure, I haven't beat this game, but I will not come as any surprise.
Think again, asshole. One good spill deserves another. Your blood for my drink.
Sorry, this one has naughty words in it. Besides the, you know, gratuitous dismemberment. There you go, yeah. You can play reference bingo in this one. Which, you know, I love that they went out and did this game. That's the big thing I think that's the coolest. I think they just came out with a new one called Graven, right? I think Sucre covered that in his video as well. And that looks really neat as well. It's more like a Hexen Heretic throwback than this being Duke Nukem 3D, obviously. And I also like the fact that they went with the female protagonist too, because I mean, Duke is awesome, but he's a little played out, so it's nice to mix it up. It's very satisfying to play. Enough. It's got as many bullets as the dirt bike has from Terminator 2 has gears. I think I came from here, yeah. But I'm not even playing with a ball mouse now because this particular computer has no PS2 ports on it, so I'm using a USB mouse that's optical, so I can't even blame the ball anymore. I'll say the biggest thing with this game is just getting lost at different spots, because it does get very sprawling, but you're flying around like he's on crack or something. Yeah, it's very reminiscent of Blood, and, you know, it's, you know, inspired by all those build engine titles, but... Ooh, an FX55 and 8800 GTX. That's going to be a pretty nice machine. You're going to run XP on it then, or something newer? Oh, Ethan, welcome. You missed out all the streaming problems we had in the beginning there. Ooh. Dick's Secret Stash. Ultrasonic radar. See spot and run. Door unlocked. Ooh. I don't think I found that before. Yes, the creamy stick. It's, got some references in here. Closed door. But like I mentioned earlier, I think it's really, really cool that these developers are going for these sort of games. That they are willing to take that chance, you know, and push something out like this. And it shows that it's a labor of love, because... So,
This is my boomstick.
boomstick. A very nice shotgun. So the build engine, then, for those that aren't aware, it's like a... And, you know, I might misrepresent this here. We have a shotgun. It's a pseudo 3D engine, right? It's more 3D than Doom. You kind of see the forced perspective going on here. Look how it's not really, you know... It's pseudo 3D in the sense that it uses 3D voxels and objects, for sure. Especially in the newer version now, that they leverage more powerful machine or resources than they would have had back in the day. This will not run on something that Duke would run on, right? Even with the that's the sort of thing running with the E-Duke 32. It just uses more modern stuff, so it can't run on that old. And I have seen people running it on a Windows 98 machine, but it was really choppy. And the little I managed to get running on my shuttle, which was Athlon 2600, it was, I mean, I could see the intro thing, and it was just like awful. It was just like chuck, chuck, chuck. Couldn't handle it. So there might be ways to make it work, but this was the easiest machine I had that made it just work. The thing I like about an XP, you know, retro machine is that you can play so many games on it. There's just so many options. And so many games run great. Especially, you're thinking like the late Windows 98 era games, stuff like that. Many of them were patched or support Windows XP natively. And you can play them in just, you know, much better resolution, 1600 by 1200 and whatever. Usually no problem. That's why I like, is it's a nice way to play XP games, or older games too. Ooh, there's a little loading corridor there. The map is pretty elaborate, but I would say, like, especially in software mode now, it runs great. Even So this is max detail, or whatever. But in this, you know, open area, it's a little bit choppy. But otherwise, considering what this is, who's shooting me? Down there. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. I think that you're right. It's a lot of the, like, an XP machine will probably give you the most, like, bang for your buck almost on, like, the era it covers, especially, like, a mid-2000s XP machine. Or a little bit later, you know, closer to this era like this. That you can run so many games on this better than you can on Windows 98. And then, you know, that's not always fun, so we do this for fun, I think. Punish ourselves for fun. A very satisfying shotgun. I think this game is really satisfying weapons in general. Go for a swim. Ew. It runs like a cheat on crack, basically, too. So, you know, you got that run speed thing, but I'm really curious to check out some of the other modern revival games like this. Oops, a key card. I can make it, I swear. Very satisfying reload mechanic there, too. Whee! It really jumps. Nothing here, right? Yep. There's the keycard access. Alright. Bloop.
I've got a present for you.
I got a present for you. Yeah, that is a pain. Can I jump over there? Ah, I can. Of course, the game is littered with secrets, because gotta be. Really hard to find everything, and I don't think I should be able to stand on this ledge here, but whatever. Alright, what did I open up? I think I just lowered a... Oh. Ooh. Just drop armor fragments, so that's useful. And I think, is it Shelly Bombshell? I think the video's smooth up here now, too. So, alright, I gotta make sure I check those settings before I stream next time. Shelly Bombshell Harrison, yeah. And she was, I think just there was a top-down game, almost like Diablo style, right? That came out first, that she was featured in. And this is the same universe, supposedly, as Duke. So she is part of the GDF, or the Global Defense Force, which is what helps Duke. So they are in the same universe, as far as I know.
Nothing that laying down another beating can't solve.
There, we get the generator up and running by hitting it with our spark stick. Man. Like a chainsaw. Also, the music is all like,
I spray, you pray.
I spray, you pray. It's all mod-style music, too. I believe they, there's a composer who made, well, of course, there's a composer. Yeah, it's really fun. I highly recommend it if you like, you know, this sort of boomer shooter or modern reinterpretation of a classic game like this. It's highly recommended.
Sit down, little girl. This is your final warning.
What are you gonna do? Send me to my room?
That's dark. Ooh, color lighting. Oh, that's right. We have a little... Ew. Yeah, I don't have a good track record of finishing games, obviously. Ooh, this lights them on fire. It's a machine gun that lights them on fire. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Fire is fast, too. I think I remember LGR did a great coverage of this, because, I mean, he's a huge Duke fan, obviously. And I think he said, and of course I don't finish this game, but he said that, you know, it gets pretty drawn out towards the end, I think, with the levels being really big, which, you know, is both good and bad. I think the open world fatigue, right, has kind of set in the sense that everything is just huge. And it's nice when things are the right sized. Can I... No. Yeah, it definitely struggles a little bit on the full open area here, but considering, again, with this machine, so this game came out in 2018. Yes, using an old engine, but updated for modern use. Oh. The revolver lets you hold the right... The alternate fire is like a lock-on thing, so... And then she fires all the shots at the same time.
Sorry about the mess.
It's just a, you know, full return to old school style game, and pretty awesome. Again, I'm just super thankful that they are willing to pursue or go for games like this. 2 years ago, though, I don't think they would have market for this, but... Ow. Oh, wow.
Fire in the hole, assholes.
That's not good. I'm about to die. Need a health pack badly. Oh, I died. Ooh. I wonder when it saves. Not too far off. Thank goodness. This game is my kind of speed.
Spray, you pray.
I spray, you pray. I'll try not to get explodinated again.
Sit down, little girl. This is your final warning.
Oh,
What are
really?
you gonna do? Send me to my room?
Oh yeah, so the Graven then that just came out is, again, a more Hexen-style interpretation. Kind of like, again, a boomer shooter with, that's set more medieval. So I really want to check that out. There's no big box for it, I think. But based on how this big box was, I'm not super impressed by it. For those that missed it in the beginning, it's massive. This is just the sheet cover here. But, oops. Before we kill that guy. Compared to a standard size box. Side by side, I can't even get him in frame. This is the standard size Master Brian box here. You can see it's humongous. This is just a sheet cover, but it's... I vastly prefer when they do this, like the limited run games. They make their games or their boxes for PC to be the standard size, kind of the LucasArts standard size, which is kind of the gold standard probably. And I kind of wish that they would do the same. This is just too large. It's really useful to target. Good evening, Sukra. I was blaming you profusely earlier, so you can be the scapegoat now. Had some streaming difficulties because I was messing with my settings, and that caused the stream to be really choppy to the point where I had to kind of restart it. We're fine now, so you know you're my scapegoat that I messed it up. We're talking about these boomer shooters. Otherwise, that you did I highly recommend anyone who hasn't checked out Sukra's video on these, you know, modern retro shooters. That was really, really cool. Where's the next one? This revolver is really useful to do targeting.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
We're gonna shotgun again here now. Let's see if we can avoid getting murdered here by that guy. Totally just nuked me earlier. There he is. There. Good shotgun to the head. Worked. Yeah, I think that what I had done... I had the... I think I know what I managed to do. I had the advanced streaming settings open in OBS. And I think that defaults to using a different encoder, which is not hardware-based. And my CPU just like, no, I ain't doing that. So that's why I ran out of resources. So that's probably what happened. All good now. And one of those things that I should be checking before a stream, right?
Dance, fucker, dance.
Dance. Not sure if you saw it, but you kick the head too. Kicking the Gibbs around. Yeah, I was talking about that a minute ago too, because that makes me really interested, because it looks like they just enhanced to this particular formula, but that runs on like the modified Quake engine, right? I can't remember your video now, what you mentioned. Ooh, full armor. With that run. So this is obviously the Duke Nukem 3D or, you know, build engine. But Raven runs out.
Fire in the hole, assholes.
Fire in the hole, assholes. Got spunk. Ooh. Portable medkit. Fix yourself up. How do you use that? I guess I could... I don't have a manual, even though it came with the thing, but... I don't think that's in there. Control setup, keyboard setup. Unreal, okay, nice. Your keys. Forward. Medkit is M, okay. Radar is N. There we go, full health. Thank you. That's cool though. I didn't realize it was using the Unreal Engine. You probably mentioned in the video and I just spaced it or forgot it, but the I like that they're rotating different ones, because I know there's several Dusk uses the Quake engine, right? So they're all using their own, you know, their own take on it. Because I think that this is a really cool way to use the build engine to get this kind of game, but then that they all are doing their own thing. So I think I need to get up there. So I mentioned to the other guys earlier here, but we are playing this then on a, you know, Windows XP era machine, but it's technically a Windows Vista /7 era machine. Or the closest one. Thought I got the ladder down here now. Maybe not. Yeah, I'm leaning over to look. That's not going to help. I think I can jump over there. Unity. That's right. So it is modern then. Fully modern. Oh, I could probably go in here. I have to jump over here. I see. There's a ladder, but that's not going to help me. HROT? Maybe I'm blanking on that one. Hello. That is on/off. And I think unfortunately this one's busted. Oh, there we go. We got it back up running. Elevator. Going up. Woo. Incredibly satisfying weapons in this game. Extend ladder. Whoa. Ow. Ladders is still a thing in 3D games. Like, how do you interpret or make them? And that made me fall down. We can get up here now. Ah. Secrets. Because that's the thing. I think that... I'm not sure if any of you, you know, follow me on Twitter or anything, but I did a little thing with... Sorry, I'm focusing now. With using,
It's time to make a splash.
they're missing 11 secrets. This is the exit then. We'll do a little more exploring here before we go back. Can I knock it out though? Yeah. I was gonna say, I was running GL Quake, which GL Quake, you know, running on a Voodoo card, it kind of smooths it out a lot, right? And there's a command that you can actually run to disable the texture filtering, which makes it look way more pixelated, but it still gets the benefit of the acceleration of the Voodoo card. And that made it actually quite cool looking. And it ran a little faster too, because, you know, it wasn't using texture filtering. I was also surprised how much nicer, or more what I remember as retro aesthetic. Now, If you played early Voodoo games, you know that that blurry texture look to it. Whoops, Daisy. Ow. This is fine. So where's Oz? He needs to talk about me falling off ledges, because that just happened, so. Whew. Who's shooting me? Someone's shooting at me still. So many secrets in this game, and that's almost, I think that I almost get a little tired playing the modern, like, Doom. It's almost like there's so many secrets, it's almost like overwhelming. So many things to find, and so many things to keep track of, and you just go to the next level. Can open a door now. Ladder's extended, so I can back up here. May just progress to the next one. How do I do that now? Came up here. Okay, it's up here. I'm already getting disoriented. But it's a really well-made game. I mean, you can tell it was a labor of love from the developer. They put, you know, a lot of effort into making this, using modern techniques and modern styles, and then still, you know, leveraging the old engine and old style. So I think I have a flashlight. No. Oh, I'm underwater. That's why the perspective is so weird. What's going on? Hello, any bad guys? Yeah, it really is. The levels are really sprawling. And it does make it pretty easy to get lost. I will say. That's probably the biggest thing with this. Is like, I feel like they went like, you know, it's awesome they did it, but they went overboard with the what can we do now kind of thing. And I mean, it's a lot of bang for your buck. If you buy this on sale, it's a big game. If you like this old school type of game, you can play this for a long time. I like the shotgun. It's got a nice little punch to it. You look at the map here. At least there's a full auto map. It's funny, I'm using a zip disk case to lift up my keyboard the way I have it set up, and it's cutting into my hand, so a zip disk is hurting me. Do you guys have any favorite, like, retro Redux games, or whatever you want to call them? 2D or 3D? I was curious. There's been so much of a resurgence in retro-style games, right? Which I'm all for. But I'm a big fan of the 2D, like, you know, the Metroidvanias and that kind of stuff, too. But still, I think it's really cool this game exists in the first place. Nice, I'll check it out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. It is really confusing. I remember playing this one here a while back when I was playing it properly. And I say properly, I have a CRT hooked up to my main computer too. And I was playing it on that one. Even though this supports all the native, you know, widescreen resolutions, it just felt right to play on a CRT. So I was doing that for a while. But this felt even more genuine. Even though this machine isn't technically, you know, accurate on either level, but... So I'll say the music is available for free online, or you can listen to it at least, but it is composed using tracker software, so it uses the mod style music, like, you know, Crusade No Remorse uses, the Amiga uses heavily, tracker music in general. So all of it's composed with that, probably with lots of modern trickeries, mind you, but it is played back using that sort of music. I'll get in it, I don't have the key card. Yellow access, that's what I need to find. So I've been moving kind of jerky because the game runs so flippin' fast that it's... I need the blue access card. I don't have either one. That I have to kind of move in a little bit of a jerky motion. You can fly on this thing. Yeah. Whee! So I mentioned earlier, so what I did... I'll give you the kind of quick rundown on what I had to do. So this game... is running on eDuke 32, or eDuke, yeah, the eDuke 32 wrapper, which is supported on XP, but it requires the 64-bit version of XP to run this game. So, someone was kind enough to build a custom version of the eDuke 32 wrapper program to run on XP 32-bit, specifically for Ion Fury. And I found that on Logons, I think. And once I got that, there was a DLL file too I had to install that was missing from System 32. And if you want to, what I can do is I can make a post on my website or something on what I did to go through it. And I tried a few different machines, because I thought, like, well, if it runs on this is the first machine I got it running on. So you can see the specs right here now. So it's a Core 2 quad. It's pretty powerful machine. It's a 2007 era machine, so it's more Vista, but it runs XP games great. So I got it running on this machine right away. It's like, great, all right, this is where I'll play it on. And then I thought, like, maybe I can play it on some of the older machines I have. So I whipped out the P4 2.26 I have. Thanks to one of the viewers, if you're on still, thanks for that computer. And it was having problems. I think it's probably the video card is too old, that it was missing some instruction set or something, and it just, like, the picture looked like it was almost interlaced, overlaid very quickly, flipping around, and I couldn't play it at all. I could hear it, but I couldn't play it. So I messed with that for quite some time with no luck. And then I tried the shuttle system, thinking, well, that's also a XP era machine. And unfortunately, I got a black screen on that one. And it was running, I could hear it. And I tried a whole bunch of different settings, and whatever I did, software, OpenGL, didn't matter. It was all just black screen. I hear the game running, couldn't get anything. So I messed with that all night, and then I ended up just like, you know what, I'm just going to go back to this machine. Unless this one runs it, and it's retro-ish versus running on a real modern computer. So, you were saying something about getting lost. But yeah, what I can do basically is that you will need, we can work something out, but you'll need a DRM-free version of Ion Fury, either from GOG or you can buy it. You know, me, I had it on a USB stick because I bought the box. You need the grep files from there, and I keep going in circles. And you basically dump those files into the directory that this particular version of eDuke 32 is sitting on. Once you do that, then you just launch it and it finds the file, and there you go. One up here. Yeah, I don't think there's any real reason to run 64-bit of Windows XP. At least from a gaming perspective, I can't think of anything. Someone can correct me, but I don't think there's any reason to run it from an enthusiast perspective. It was if you're running specific applications. So you can run Windows XP 64-bit with this version. It will run without making that custom thing, I think. So stuck in here? Oh. Oh, hello. Eat those things.
I
Go.
like the way you die.
And you kick, look at this giblet here now. Whoop. Kick the skull. You know, I'm not sure. I only know that it's an 8800 GTS. I think I bought it from a thrift store for like $10 something, so it would be nice for an XP era system. So I honestly don't.
This is headed in a familiar direction.
Yeah, the key card is heading in a familiar direction. So I don't know which exact version of the game it is. Or processor. Or video card. Yeah, that's the thing. I think that the software has to be written for 64-bit. Oh, hello. Whew. Shotgun packs a punch close up. It has to be written for 64-bit for it to take advantage of it. So from a, you know, our normal layman's playing perspective, I don't think it adds much. You know, I'm not sure. I don't sure I can alt-tab out of this guy, but I honestly don't know. Might be the 256 version. I saw it cached that much, so 256 meg, does that sound right? I'm so off on all the eras now. We can check it a little later here too, but oh, hi. Got it. Yeah, it's very easy to get lost in this game, isn't it? Get some stuff here. Maybe there's a secret or two. Ah, it's broken. I feel like I'm missing some. That's the thing when I play these games. I'm so bad at finding secrets. Like, I can find some, but I'm going to miss out on most of them. Oh, okay. 320. I bet this is a slower one. I mean, I also have a thrift store find, but I can certainly check later here. We can put out the green quick and take a look. Not sure if that tells you indirectly in there or not, but there we go. Shortcut. That was a little bit obvious there. Health pack would be nice. Yeah, this is a huge level. Oh, baby. Need a light. Okay, we'll just drink soda until we feel better. That works, right? Liquid crack.
Nothing there.
Oh, ran out of liquid crack.
Never trust a machine.
Put money in and never got the stuff out. Super satisfying weapons in this game. I keep saying it, but I haven't played with the later guns, obviously. So that might change, but like the weapons have such a punch to them. I think that's super important for a game that tries to, you know, be like this. The weapons have to feel good, so. Yeah, that's cheat. I am playing on the easiest difficulty, full disclosure, because I'm a wimp, and I want to progress. So I already died one time already, but I think the one thing that was so impressive with all these games, or Duke back in the day, was you can do stuff. Like, you can touch the electric socket, and she takes damage. Ooh, that's a nice one, too. There's a lot of really good cards, and I think that's why an XP machine is kind of underrated when it comes to retro gaming, because, again, the breadth of things you can play on it, and how easy they are to kind of get a hold of. Like, you know, do a Core 2 Duo or a, you know, P4 or something like that. It's like, that's not to be the top of the line, but it will get you a lot of gaming, retro gaming, for almost nothing. Usually, you know, you can find people giving those machines away, or thrift stores, or whatever it might be. It's easier to get started with that. So that's what I'm hoping to cover in a video sometime. There it is. Take a drink. I said it. Is that, you know, if you're starting out with this, because I ran into a lot of younger friends or colleagues that want to get into retro, but it's so expensive, you know, to get started, that you can't just, like, I'm going to go buy a Pentium 1, you know. It is, yeah, it is a little unfair, because it is very, very stable. It's a good one. There's a reason why, and I work in IT, kept running into XP machines for a long time after they shouldn't have been around, because they just work. They're popular at home. They just ran and it just worked. There's that guy's. Ow. Ends team letting go. So many references. Ooh, nice little texture pop through there. Or model pop through, I should say. Yeah, XP really is good, so. Oh, really? I haven't tried. Well, I will say I didn't necessarily not try browsing on it. I used the. When I did the shuttle video, I did hook it up to internet to be able to pull some stuff and also do some tasks on it. I don't usually prefer to have machines like that on the internet, but it worked fine, so. Burn. Surveillance system. Staple of any old school RTS or FPS. And it feels like, you know, had to have enough power and time, all those old games, you know, Blood and Shadow Warrior and these would have looked like this, right? But there just wasn't enough horsepower because they're using a lot more modern trickery you got to put in perspective, like, so when Duke Nukem 3D came out, it was like 96? Thereabouts. So we're talking Pentium 1, Pentium 2 class machines, so... Well, that's a... Stuck with these things. I love this shotgun. So nice. Yeah, the levels really sprawl. Keep going forever. Where are those things? They're chasing me. I can hear it. Where? There. Guy. Oh. These things are somewhere here. There's air vents everywhere. Whoop. They are really the worst. They always gotta have some ankle biter enemy, right? Every game needs ankle biters. I'm missing so many secrets, but yeah, I just want to progress. Something explodinated. I think it's a clever way to do it too. They often like blow something up to... You blow up just about everything too. I think that's really cool. That's the thing that Duke was so big on, right? Was the interactivity. You could interact with so many things, and that was unheard of. Like, Doom is awesome. But, you know, think back to what you could do in that game. You were shooting demons, and that was the primary function, right? Which is awesome, but it wasn't like it was trying to be anything else. So you were missing out on, you know, the setting and everything. And Doom 2 set on Earth. It didn't look like Earth. It was brown. But then when Duke 3D came out, it was like, oh my goodness, it's an office building. You can go to a movie theater. And it's like, I always love that with the real-life setting. Cyber Keef. Alright, I got the blue key card, so where am I going now? Yeah, it's got that nice mod music going. Can't hear it too much, but I don't want to, since there's, you know, a lot of shotguns going on and whatnot, I don't want to crank it too much, because then it will just blow your eardrums off. But I think every game has those ankle biters, right? I keep thinking to the Flood and Halo. Always gonna be one of those. Go in here. Hello, Miss Bombshell. Use the hairdryer, can flush the toilet. Turn the light on. That's your character. That's true. That is a clear winner for that game. That was kind of the thing. It was the product of the time. Let's just say that. Who's shooting me? Right? So I have the yellow key card now, so I gotta go back. So yeah, I'm still on that same level. It feels like I was on an entire different level there. I should check that. I'm not sure. They might. I'm not sure if they create a unique model for each weapon. Oh, there's the yellow key card. Boop. Sure, nothing bad behind here. Nope. There we go. I can open this now. Wow. Yeah, I haven't played Blood in a long time. Bad saying it now, but yeah, those are horrible too. Ow. Oh boy, it's an intense game, but still a lot of fun. Are all these running?
Gotcha.
Oh, this one's not running. That started it, though. Do I want that? I just blew up. That was the point.
Wow. That sucks.
That sucks. Oh, he got sucked into the fan and died. Oh, you, Shelly. You're so witty. Ah. Woo. Whoops. Lost all momentum there. Those everyone else playing right now. Sounds like a few of you are playing different random games or trying to finish old school games and whatnot. I'm just curious what everyone's playing. I just keep going to retro games, it seems like, lately. That pushes me pretty hard there. Can I destroy that? No. It certainly does suck. Airflow warning. What's a quick save here? So I should look at that. Control setup. In here? Maybe there's no quick save. Quick save, quick load. Quick save is F6, okay. Oh, it just went here, okay. Fair enough. Ow. Manual override. This level is huge. There's so many things to look at here. Oh, that looks nice. Ew. Very nice. That's awesome. 3070 seems like a really good sweet spot. I meant for everyone that can get a card, because like anyone who's getting a card is not a scalper. It's a-okay, you know. Use it. That's what it's for. That's what sinks so much, that there's some people that want a card, have the means to get one, but just can't find one, you know. It's unfortunate and annoying. So, before you enjoy that card, what's the first thing you're gonna play? Are you gonna play an old game and revisit it with better graphics, or are you gonna play something you haven't been able to play before? You can hop into Cyberpunk right away, turn up all the RTX setting to max. Probably what I would do. Let's play Cyberpunk. I see what the game wants to be, but... Ooh, health kit. I always take health kits from sewage. Alright. Take the elevator up again. Yeah, that's the thing with video cards right now. It's like you gotta get lucky or you pay a scalper. That's what it comes down to, right? So, that's a good one, yeah, to try out. Geronimo! Oh, I need to jump here. Whew. I'm proud of my reaction time there. That could have been having to redo a lot here.
This isn't really the type of ventilation I specialize in.
Ha ha. Oh, you bombshell. Made it again. Oh. Oh, yeah, I got ground to pulp there. Alright, put me here, so that's cool. Oh. I do. Yeah, there we go. Quick reload, too. So again, this is running on Retro Machine, right? Yeah, it's an SATA, but...
This isn't really the type of ventilation I specialize in.
I will say, because the reason I love to play Cyberpunk with RTX on is just I played it, and I see the potential there, and it has the bones of a... I hate saying the bones like that, but... It's a gorgeous game, and I've seen videos of it with RTX, and it looks just incredible. So... Ow, those guys really hurt. That really hurt.
Some assembly required. Are you on your knees yet?
Haha. 2 of them. I don't know where I'm going right now. That's probably not good. Oh, nice. I'll check that out. I have not, I will say, full disclosure, I haven't watched all your videos yet, so I've been kind of working my way, but... I need some health here now. ASAP. Let's shut for the penetrator. Plan of ammo. Makes me think of playing GoldenEye, running out 2 MP5s. Ow, 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 ow. Who shot me? That guy. It was a long level. Not today. Mad now. Oh, let me out, let me out. Ow. Whew. Oh, that opened a door. Hooray. This is a very long level. Can I bust through here? Whew. Yeah, that's the thing with that, and hopefully you get to experience it now with RTX. I'm not sure what card you had before, but that's really one of the biggest thing I want with RTX is just there's some really, really cool ray trace stuff coming out now. That really takes advantage of it, and that's I would love to experience that for real, because I feel like I was cheating myself not playing what little I played of Cyberpunk without RTX on. RTX on. Gotta say it. Some health will be awesome right about now. That's where I came from, right? Been here. Did I go anywhere? Find out. Oh, it's back here. Well, a health kit, so I'll take it. Mm-hmm. It's second level. Tells you how huge this game is. But, you know, bang for a buck, but it drags on a little bit with the level being so large. We gotta redo this again here. That's alright, I know the trick now. I will definitely not immediately fall to my death here now. Woo. Oh, really? Yeah, that would be really cool. That uses shadows so well. I saw the VR thing that Digital Foundry did. The Doom 3, and that looked really cool. That's pretty clever. John Lindemann, one of the people that are on Digital Foundry, he put his head from the VR playing into the bottom corner where you would have your Doom guy or whatever. It looked really funny. Okay, so that's where I was. Pretty strong window there. It's really powerful this way. Got the ammo for it. I think there's a guy in there right then. There was a guy in there. Yes, I've been playing that for sure. So I'm trying really hard. I did get invited to participate in the GPU June event, so I'm working on the video for that. And I really want to get that out. But I do want to play Mass Effect. I'm really enjoying the kind of re-emissioning of it, or one, you know. It's really fun to play, and I played one several times. I think I played one probably the most because I started over so many times. But Mass Effect 1 with the Legendary Edition, it's just, I think it's really fun. I think they iron out a lot of the things that were a problem. But what the hell door did this actually open now? Ah, here. The big door in the middle, dummy.
Nice.
Ooh, lots of nice ammo. And blow this one. Nope. Chuck. 7 secret, that's quite alright. Where we going now? Thank you. Out of the sewers. Yeah, it's... I'm a huge Mass Effect fan, for sure. So I do really, I really like so far what they did. I haven't gotten 2 and 3 yet, obviously, but I do really like what they've done so far, anyway. Now it's refill time here. I don't like those red dudes. They shoot like those fire things that really hurt. I wish I had a flashlight. That looks nice. I think the biggest thing now for me is that I mean, I really love the original when I was playing Mass Effect, how it carried over and you felt so invested in your characters and your squad mates, and how, you know, you cared about them later on, too. And, E-card. The worst part, I think, is the beginning with the Citadel. Run around for so long. That feel like it drags on in the beginning. First time I played it was like the sense of ooh and ah and wonder, but now it's just takes so long to get through that. Nice. But you still have to, like, you know, do that now. If you want to do all the side quests in the beginning with Citadel there, it takes so long. That's... Okay. It gave me a chance there to back out of that fall, but I wasn't quick enough. So here we are. Didn't get that far. Yeah, they're all welcome. I think you're right, for sure. I think that I'm glad they didn't, like, remake the game, right? They enhanced it, they improved it, they streamlined it a little bit and took a lot of the edges out, so I'm finding myself having less, you know, quote-unquote dread returning to it now. Like, I'm more excited to keep playing, to see how the game has changed, and it plays really well with the ultrawide, too. I have a 34-inch ultrawide as my main gaming monitor, and it plays great with that, too. And I've used, you know, patches before, and hacks, and mods to make all that work, but now just, you play it and you're good to go. I did have to install the, alright, see you later, Ethan. Thanks for stopping by. I did install the flawless widescreen patcher that fixes some of the black bars in cutscenes, in-game cutscenes, when you're on ultra-wide. They turned to 16:9, which, you know, was a nitpick at that point, but someone fixed that within day one. Oddly shaped veggies. Vegan meats. Alternative fire for this one, anyway. Just a reload, or... Oh, it's incendiary bullets. Might just be where I came from here now. Also a very large, sprawling level. It's got a little Deus Ex vibes to it here now. Really sprawling level. Again, I will say I'm glad they went for it, but yeah. That's my thing. That I really would like to almost just take a day off and just do nothing but play Mass Effect, because it's reminiscing a little bit almost... You know, it's like a warm blanket. You're coming back to something you really love. And also, seeing the new changes, you know. I'm excited for... I haven't played... So I think if I'm going to count, like, the actual playthrough, so I played through it originally on Xbox 360 when it basically came out, and I bought every version as it came out and played it, 2 and 3, all the DLCs, all that stuff. So then I played through it again later on with a different character. I played originally as male soldier, probably the most common one, I think. And then I played as a female biotic later, which I love the extra tactical stuff. And I played a renegade that time too, just to mix it up. But I like playing, you know, kind of the original thing I did. I'm playing a Vanguard, I think, now. Ouch. So dark here, I'm falling down places. Problem is that it's hard for me to see because I got the light shining in my face too. And it's dark. A lot of respawning going on here. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. No! Where'd it drop me? Set the key card. Alright. At least it gets you back in the action super quick. Really quick. Oh, there's a switch over there. I want to push that switch. Can't. So, you know, I'm glad when they do that sort of touch on. It seems like they didn't do too heavy-handed and like remake the whole game or something. So Mass Effect by itself, I think, is a, you know, I love the series, I love the impact the game has, etc. So yeah, she is really, really good. I will say, Mark Muir, I love him. He's a great voice actor, but Jennifer Hale is just in a class by herself, I think. She really brings that character out in a way that he plays it a little too generic, you know, alpha male thing. And it works. It works for the game. But Jennifer has a lot more nuance to her. I can geek out on Mass Effect all day long because it's one of my favorite series, so... I have a broken Normandy right here. This is... and here's also Zoe, so, you know. Yes, returned. The, I got this when Mass Effect 2 came out. And my wife bought it for me, but then it was basically... I got it for Christmas, and it broke. And we emailed them back. I think it was Think Geek, and they said, like, well, yours has a refund, just keep it. But then, unfortunately, it just kept breaking over time. So it's basically half a Normandy SR2. So if I just move from this angle, it's fine. But then here, it did not survive the suicide mission, so... okay. And I like that they streamlined the, that they made the, you know, the newer model in Mass Effect 1 as well now. So it all just kind of lines up, right? Thy flesh consumed. Haha. Who's shooting me? Over there.
Dodge this.
Dodge this. I understood that reference. So where is the... that is true, it is canon. So where is the red door?
I don't think this story has a happy ending.
Ah, get it? Those dudes. So it turns it into a grenade launcher. That's really cool. 666. Oh, that's right. I need to do the generate in the beginning has a red key card, right? So I mean, it's cool, these levels that are like, you know, it feels like a city, and but it is just huge.
I never miss.
Kind of bombshell you do a little bit, because I've missed several times. You said, I never miss. Kinda do, though. That's brutal.
This is my boomstick.
No, I almost fell off again. She's so fast, I feel like I'm roller skating around. Who's shooting me? Who's shooting me? That guy did. But yeah, that's the thing now. I'm playing Mass Effect 1, and I really am eager to... I mean, I love it, but I'm eager to get back to Mass Effect 2, and, you know... I think that's when the series from a gameplay perspective really takes off, right? So that was elevator control. So where does this elevator go then? Ah, it just brings up a bridge. Save. Oh my. I see the game really struggles there when you do that, so... yeah, that's the thing. This game doesn't have any directions at all, right? You're just kind of aimless to run around, so... I think I'm doing decent, considering finding my way here. Yeah, I miss extensively. See, that's what turned me off a little bit on the, now I'm going on a mini rant right now, but the motion controls. We loved it for the, and we, haha. Loved it for the, you know, party games. Bowling is super fun. Tennis, super fun. Zelda, not so much. Metroid, no. I couldn't even get past the first boss in Metroid 3, Prime 3 Corrupted. Because I just was so terrible at aiming. Yes, it is nice. Like, there's some modern amenities I kind of enjoy. Would be the, you know, tell me where to go. Not everything was better before, like playing Daggerfall, where I saw, you know, we were watching Suka, you were playing Morrowind, and it's like, it made me really want to play that game again, but then, like, you're playing it, and it's just totally aimless. which is cool from an RPG perspective, but it makes it very hard to play. It would have been nice with some direction somewhere to go, huh? I'm out of ammo on this thing, and it doesn't last very long. Okay. Hit it with the boomstick. Oh my. You're gonna want me to fly over there, huh?
Talk shit, get shot.
Haha. Talk shit, get shot. You're so edgy. I think we got him. So I assume now I have to basically fly over here then. So we're gonna save. That didn't work. Really fall down there. Oh, just a ladder. Okay, thank you. That's brutal. That's amazing. As I said, I really am enjoying all the weapons. I say the flechette one is a little annoying because there's so little ammo for it, but always all the weapons feel great to use, and that's super important in a game like this because I mean it lives and dies by sure the level design and whatnot, but then also the weapons. So let's see. There we go. Ouch! I made it. Whoa, ladder. I think it's the looking up and down like that. It's just really throwing off my perspective there. This thing, the aim here is so useful on these. Splat. Sector 13. Whew. So the reticle is if I hold my secondary fire, this will then, if you see a little skull showing up on a target, when I let go, she'll auto-fire at them. So it's very useful for hitting these very far away targets. Beer. Well, that's a good point. There we go. I keep shooting. There. How's that for a pour? So anyway, yeah, it's basically like a lock-on feature. Pretty handy. Alright, we're back here now where I saw the thing. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. I'm trying to make more videos, but I find it's really fun to hang out on live stream like this, so we'll keep doing that for sure. Door. Yeah, exactly. It does influence bad behavior. Did I open the door? Oh, yeah, it was open.
Nice.
I don't know where I'm going now. Look at this area here. Look at this. I mean, it's cool looking, but goodness, that's a huge open area. So when I hold there, you see a little skull showing up above him. It's probably really hard to see. But it basically auto-targets. So then when I let go, she'll fire on anything I have selected with that skull. Like that. You saw the skull show up there. So then I just let go with the secondary fire, or right mouse button. And then the fires bullets and things. I don't like those guys. They really hurt. My shotgun hurts more, though. Ow. Ooh, ammo. Health kit, lover boy, ammo. Whew. Yeah, basically that's what it is. It sure feels like it. just love the shotgun so much, though. It's so satisfying, the sound effect on it. I remember, so one of the first PC games that I got was Doom 2. And I was getting my first computer for that Christmas, I think it was '94. And my brother was helping, you know, I picked out one game that my parents said that I could get for the new computer. That was Transport Tycoon. Still have it. Still love it. And then my brother wanted to buy a game for me, and he bought Doom 2. So, you know, older siblings do. Not that he wanted to play it or anything. But I remember getting that and then playing it, and you get that double-barrel shotgun the first time. It's like, oh, man, that really packs a punch. But it's got also satisfying shotgun. Satisfying shotguns are important in games. Transparency taxes the computer a little bit. It runs a little more sluggish when you're getting into that fog there. My goodness, this area is huge. They went all out on this one. I think it was just like, you know, I think someone correct me, that may be better on knowing on the origin of this game, but I think that they had basically modders and people that, you know, had been working on these build engine for a long time help make the levels and stuff, so they kind of knew how to really tap into it, and here they were given resources to do so. But I might be off on that. At least people are passionate with this engine, because they really stretched this game now to the maximum what the engine probably can do. It's definitely, you know, sluggish in the main open area like this, but it's still really impressive. Got stuck. Oh, jumping puzzles. Why not? Where am I going now? Who knows? That's a good idea, yeah. Just do a coverage of shotguns in all games. Rating of shotguns. There's a lot to cover, though. Pretty much every FPS game, especially in this era, had a shotgun, right? I mean, that was kind of the default. So the fact that the shotgun is on 3, so 1 is your melee, 2 is your basic pistol, 3 is your shotgun, 4 is your machine gun, 6 is your grenades. Pretty telling. That's the real order that they should be. As things should be. Cannibals. Goodness comes from the heart. Yeah, and the biggest thing with the running of this is that even on a modern system, eDuke 32 is what underpins this. eDuke 32 is open source, but that's what actually runs this game on a modern system. So that's what they were able to, especially here. eDuke 32 has been ported to, you know, it runs on older operating systems, so you can run this on Windows XP just fine normally if you run Duke Nukem 3D on it. So let's see if I've been here. There's a yellow key card. I can't get in there yet. So how do I get there? I don't even have any key cards right now. Yeesh. Well, this looks like a good so that was the 2 on point there. The door. Oh, there's a red dude. No, thank you. Don't shoot me. Things hurt so bad. Got those guys too. I believe this game does have auto aim on it too, but you know, it works. I'm having fun. I don't need to adjust anything. I'm running on easy difficulty, so oh my. Save. Hanging out with me there. Ah. Use the med kit. Taking a lot of damage there. Yeah, you can listen to this music on SoundCloud, I think, on many different audio services, and it's really good. Maybe not as like standalone listen to as I would have hoped. Still good, but of course I got to an area I would have had a whole bunch of stuff, so. Locked. I did open the door, and I have the yellow key card. Where the hell is the yellow door? Somewhere. That's alright, lots of things are happening. Power generator off. Interesting. Oh. Elevator power, so I need one more. Maybe? Maybe. Okay. So that's probably the end of the level, so you have to find the third generator. But where was the... up there? The yellow keycard door, I don't remember. That's locked. He really, really pulse. He's running full steam. I just don't remember where the yellow door was. But I mean, aside from the fact I'm running this on a more modern machine, and this was, you know, made to run on a real modern machine. It's, if you look at a surface value here, you would have think this would have an original, like another Duke game kind of thing. Uses way more features than trickery, but I mean, it could have been a late style Duke 3D game. But by then, that engine, of course, was out of favor. And the only reason this game exists because of the retro style, obviously. They had moved on to full 3D engines at that point. Hi there, Mr. Zionio. Hopefully I'm saying your name right, but welcome. Thanks for joining. I'm playing On Fury, as you may have seen here. And I am running around like a chicken with his head cut off trying to find where the hell I'm going now. So, all working very well. Game is just massive on its areas, and I don't know where the yellow key door was. Oh, up there maybe? Yeah, it looks like right there. Found it. I knew where it was all along. Oop. Okay. Kinda wish I had a flashlight. Container City here. It's really dark. Really wish I had a flashlight. Oh my goodness. I'll just keep taking the ladders up instead of jumping down. This looks promising. Uh-huh. Emergency override. Did that just activate that elevator? Was that it? Oh, it's dropping containers. I see. So I have to make it over there before that closes, I assume. Oh, no, it just exploded. Fair enough. That makes it easy. So just get over there, I guess. Can I not break this window, really? I cannot. Figured that looked. Haha. I am drinking those beverages, so liquid crack. That's great. We'll have to make it all the way back now. Let me fall down here. Whew. I did find a secret. Hello? Where did you go? There you are. Come on, stand still. Did find one secret, huzzah! And kick the little skull around there. Ooh! I bet there's secrets with that somewhere in the game where you have to kick those into certain spots or something. Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, I'm just really, really thankful for this retro revival on these kind of shooters. It just works so well. Alright, that was up there, I think, that everything explodinated. Boy, she moves really fast. Yep, that was me. Sorry. Sorry, everyone. Aha, there's the last one. Nice. Power generator 3. Easy enough. Now I just gotta find back to where that was. There it was. Oh. There it is. I think I was looking at it, right? There's the exit. Okay, so this is the next level then, probably. 9 secrets. Don't care at this point. I think you can scour this level forever. It's cool they did that, but I almost feel like that's overwhelming, like I mentioned earlier with the modern Doom. There's so many secrets in that game that it makes me like huge FOMO or fear of missing out, right? You're just going to be running around in circles forever, and some of those secrets in Doom are hidden really well. Especially those retro levels. The Capital Offense Reformation Plaza. Alright. I believe this...
GDF Academy's nearby. Time for a shortcut.
Time for a shortcut. Click, click. That's a lot of ammo. I assume there's a boss coming up, because why would they give you so many resources? I mean, really? Thy Flesh Consumed, of course, is one of the episodic entries for Doom. Has to be a boss here. I mean, really.
State-of-the-art bang bang.
Ha! State-of-the-art bang bang. Well, bang, okay. Yeah, there's no boss in here. Nope. Oh, there's a boss.
Despite all your rage, you are still just a rat in a cage. I will ensure your demise.
Get that fucking jalopy out of here.
Aha. I think I'm just gonna use... There's just a lot of...
Done when I say we're done.
There's a lot of small enemies. I can take that. I don't mind that kind of boss fights. Just huge bosses are annoying. Oh, those things. Ugh. Ow. That really hurts. But I say that, and I'm getting just assaulted from every area. It's really struggling now. Sorry, I'm trying to focus here on not dying.
Worthless consumer models.
Ow. Whew.
I like the way you die.
I like the way you die. Oh, those things shoot rockets. That's what's really hitting me. Sheesh. Get some health. Yeah, it's the flying ones are shooting rockets. That's really hurting me. There we go. Got those now. Ooh. All right. Let's see. Left. Whew. Think I got it. Anything fun in these crates here? Whoa. Lit a fuse. All right. Whew, I did not think I was going to make it out of that one. To answer your question about the peripherals, I prefer the generally the era-appropriate peripherals, I think, in general. And, yeah, she was fan hammer there, just as high noon, like Ted was saying earlier there, but, nothing up here? The, like, I think there's certain, like, with the in-between areas, there's a lot of health around here, too. I should have explored more, but I was focused on not dying. The, you know, running on an XP machine like this, I have a USB mouse with a, optical sensor on it and everything, and I think that's perfectly fine for the purpose. But when it comes to really old machines, I do tend to prefer the appropriate peripherals. It just sells the whole deal, if you will. So I usually have that sort of setup to just get the whole experience. Of course, I'm running on CRT, right? And like you mentioned, you got a CRT recently. It really makes a big difference on those retro machines, so... Boy, let's save. Even I'm going to say that. I made it out alive! Huzzah! Ooh, it's an intense game. Bluey ammo.
Oh yeah.
I'll drink to that. And this was easy. Yeah, that's always the tricky part. Like, I don't care about secrets in this area, that's fine. That's how our pistol looks. Oh, you're a real player? Wow. Secrets, 2 out of 31. A lot of secrets. Oh my goodness. So that was one chapter. Yeah, the ball mouse is interesting, and that's what I normally use when I'm streaming on these retro machines. I'm using this compact here, which is a ball mouse. But the optical one brings a great benefit, so... IntelliMouse is really good. But I think the tricky part is, yeah, most of the, you know, era-appropriate peripherals I have came from that era. Like, I've had a lot of these mice and stuff like that forever. Kind of hoard them when I can, or, you know, throw stuff out. But it's not like I hunt for peripherals for a specific computer. I tend to have, like, a full setup that I use for, you know, videos or photo shoots or whatever, so... Yeah, that seems to ring a bell. The Logitech mouse, man. I have a huge soft spot for the really early 90s.
Someone's already here. Guess I'm late for the class reunion.
For the Logitech 90s stuff. You know, they had a lot of mice. Of course, they always had a lot of mice, but in the 90s, they always had the box art with the person reaching out to something, right? And they had, like, some mice there that were, like, the 3-button with no scroll wheel on it, with, like, a matte texture. I love all those, because I remember reading magazines, kind of wanting them. So, I would love to get one of those again, but I can't imagine you can find that in decent shape, because they're all going to be, like, worn down, right, with a matte finish. There's no way they're going to hold up. Ow, ow. Hate those guys. Oh, that's right. The early optical mice they weren't very fast. Remember that was a whole deal, right? Especially, you're right, with Counter-Strike and everything. They wanted fast movement, and the opticals, the polling values. I know there's a lot of software that you could tweak the polling values on in the beginning. I always used that thinking like, oh, this is awesome. And I was like, you know, messing around on desktop. Didn't do anything for me. But I could definitely see... So I do have the ion bow now. We can use that some more. What does that do?
Nothing there.
Service access. So many secrets. Oh, yeah, no problem. Yeah, I stream basically the same time every week. I've kind of done... It's 8:45 Central Time in the US. So that was UTC... Sorry, I'm getting assaulted from every direction. Haha. No, GMT time is what I'm 5 Oh, goodness. Sorry, I can't think right now. I'm 5 hours away from UTC, so... I'm streaming then, unfortunately, very late at night, so... Very nice mouse, yeah. Yeah, it's... I know it's not a good time. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I stream on Thursdays at the same time every week, basically. And I know the bells and notifications are really tricky. Like, Suka, I was really trying to catch your stream early on. I was still getting my kids to bed and everything, but I watched on my phone. But I didn't get a single notification. I mean, I'll subscribe to you, but then I went and clicked the bell. But I had to go to your to your channel, and then I saw the stream in progress. But it didn't notify me at all, so it's frustrating that it doesn't really do that. It's like a railgun almost, but it doesn't kill them in one shot, so accurate, but stick with the shotgun for now. Good music. Shotgun is just so good. Magnum XXL. Wow. Chinese food there, maybe? Nope. Yeah, that's what it seems like it does, and it's like you can't really control that. I'm not sure if you guys have the bell on or not. I don't ask for the bell or anything, but gotta have more subscription bells. I don't know how YouTube decides what it's gonna actually prompt. Oh wow. Yeah. Did they have a delayed explosion? Right, I thought that just... They don't seem to just be a straight arrow. It's kind of like acts like a railgun, I think. Like here, I think it's very useful, but now I shoot really far away. It takes so many hits. The spread fire is definitely useful. So I hold the right button, that's when... Interesting. Yeah, that's weird too, because I dropped like 5 subs in a single day out of the blue. I was all surprised, but and then the next day was like back to the same count again. So I don't know what was going on there, but that was a waste of ammo. Ah, poor weapon choice. Time to spray and pray. Take a lot of damage. I will say, Sucre, I've been really enjoying your little digs there at for each one. You know, sub if you don't sub if you hate this or whatever. They're pretty clever. I just can't say it any. This can't come up with a quip like that. So still don't know where the blue one is. Oh, there. Republica Old Gamer. So for this one, I'm gonna have to... It's been so long since I built this machine. I'm pretty sure it's the WDM driver. I think the VXT one. Whatever one that is the faster one. Phil's Computer Lab has done some coverage on that, right? One of those drivers work better than the other, but I'm blanking on which one it is now. For this particular machine. Yeah, there you go. That's a good point, because if you get a notification, you might get overwhelmed, right? Which makes sense. They don't want you to, they don't want you to get overwhelmed either. Hey, English is my second language too, but no, you sound great, so I love those little quips there. It's a good way to, okay, so the VXD is probably what I have on this one, because I think I tried to install one of them, and it wasn't working very well. And I did the other one, and then it worked fine. So, can I scoot something over here? Ah, medium armor. Nice. I still don't know where the freaking blue door is. Maybe up here. So much to explore. But yeah, this machine, of course, is overkill for Windows XP for sure, but then, of course, we're running a much more modern game too, so. Alright, where was the blue door? Levels are massive. Come on. Guess they don't jump, but annoying nonetheless. Started. Just sprawls and sprawls. Just a red one. We're on the GDF, or Global Defense Force headquarters now. There's a backstory to this. I think there's like a bad guy and you're the good guy, I guess. Not up here. Can't open that. Jump down here, take a look. All these armor shards laying around everywhere. Oh, my goodness. Oh, okay. Yeah, the Soundwave 6 in emulation I found is a little finicky right sometimes. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And it feels like the live cards are really picky on what version of the driver you're using. At least in my experience, that you gotta really get the driver version or the, you know, CD version of the particular one you're running. Ah, there's a blue light there to help me find it. Very convenient. Hello. Oh, they're just hanging out. All right. Yep, that's pretty much a summary for... Ooh. For all these games, right? Don't... Firing range. I see.
I'm sorry, but the doctor is out. You'll have to make an appointment at the institute.
That's the bad guy. And I think we're probably supposed to kill him at some point. He's a doctor. That's a good point, yeah. Try something like that, but I feel like I always had to fiddle with anytime I put a live card in for the DOS compatibility and all that stuff. It always requires some fiddling. Oh, pretty good clustering. Wondering if it gave me something here. Whoop, that came right back. Didn't do anything. I was hoping that would give me something special once I blew that up, but nope. Yeah, it was a nice little touch there. Okay, did I get anything out of this? I don't think I went in here yet. A lot of ammo for this thing. Maybe I should use this one a little bit. Bluey. It's super effective. Oh, dude, those guys. That's why that's really useful, because I can kind of lock onto them. Yeah, the drivers and CDs, and there's plenty of online resources that have, you know, driver collection, sounds like that, but you're right, finding the right version. Like, you go to Vaughn's driver's archive or whatever, finding the right live CD is difficult, so. Good afternoon, welcome. Good evening here. And for Ted, it's very early morning, so we're very international now, so it's awesome. There we go, got him. Control valve. Assume I need to control something in here. Ah. Is that gonna blow up? Feels like it's gonna blow up. Yep, it's gonna blow up. Can I get up there? I think I should be able to get up here, but yeah, there we go. Kind of blew its way in here, but strong glass there. Oh my goodness, yeah, it's almost 11 o'clock at night here, so I love that we're international, so I'll spread out all over the world. These cameras are cool, I remember back in the day, but I never used them for anything really, so this looks important. Elevator online. Don't like those things. Alright, we'll do this. There we go. Got him. Yeah, it is very, very interesting game, and if you get it on sale, it's a good one. It'll run on a modern computer, and that's what it was designed for. Oops. Open the door. Go back and flip that switch again. Didn't mean to close the door, sorry. Okay, did I lock myself out? That would be unfortunate. There we go. That was an elevator, probably. Nice. We're gonna have pretty cool weather here for once. It's very humid here in the Midwest, so... it's been nice. We're getting some cool weather this weekend, which I'm looking forward to. A bluey. I've been here? Yeah, that's where I came from. Good thing there's just a giant hole there now. Alright. Where's the yellow door? The blue one, right? Bluey. Yeah, it's fun to watch videos like that sometimes that are just relaxing. Dark game, too. That's a little chilly for my taste, but... trying to get the kids used to camping, and we just set up the tent in the backyard, and... ooh, found a secret stash. Found a secret. And, yeah, they were really complaining about, you know, the grass being uncomfortable, and there were bugs, and... we'd like to go camping, but we gotta toughen them up a little bit first, I think. Just throw them out there. So... it's a blue door. I've only been there. So where's the yellow one? Aha! Oh, man. Really cold, then. Yes, it does have Wi-Fi. They were watching it.
Time to improvise.
They were watching iPad out in the tent, so they were having fun with that at least, but...
Holy shit.
Did she just say holy shit because that guy blew up? Where is there? Yeah, that's where that pistol's really useful, or revolver's really useful. I know camping out in the backyard doesn't count, right? So we will work our way up to proper camping without Wi-Fi and screens and everything. But it's yeah, you're right. I bet down in Brazil is probably pretty humid, right? A lot of times. So in the Midwest here, we get the corn sweats. It's interesting because you don't find out about corn, but in the Midwest in America, there are so huge fields of corn that when the corn gets warm, it evaporates moisture, and that's what's causing the humidity in the plains. So we got the corn sweats up here, and that's what's causing things to get so humid. And that's where we get some tornadoes and stuff like that. But not get hit by.
Get shot.
Well, this seems like this is going to be a thing. Can I steer this thing? No, I need to load at something. Control room. Huh.
Looks like I'm getting tanked tonight after all.
Ah. Looks like getting a tank tonight after all. We're gonna drive a tank.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Down this wall.
Boy. Got the full Cali weather, huh? That's what I hear, is just California's pretty much the best place for weather, so... But yeah, it's nice to get some cool weather. I think it's in the 60s here now. It's going to be all weekend, so it's going to be nice with a change. I have to mow again today. I have to mow like twice a week right now because it's just so wet and hot that grass is growing like crazy. Alright. Oh, this shotgun so much. Exit. Can't open it. Uh-huh. Of course there's a little air vent. See you.
Say my name.
Say my name. I love it when you get just the right temperature and just sit out and just have a cold beverage in the night. That's from my favorite.
The Putin machine. Oh, someone's gonna pay for this massacre.
Boy, it's getting a big game here. Yes, this particular machine has a Sound Blaster live card. I'm fairly certain. I looked it up. What I did was that they have so many machines. I took the specs on and I printed out and little stickers and put them on the computer. So when I pull them off the shelf, I know what they have because it's easier to forget. Excuse me. So yeah, this particular one is a live card. Feels like it's a good mix for this machine. Basically, primarily, or only plays Windows-based machine or games. Dry throat. I think for me, I really enjoy the change of seasons. I grew up in Scandinavia, always had snow and stuff like that, and that's a little bit much now. But I do like the change of seasons. I really enjoy having, you know, warm, a little bit cold, etc., etc. Oh, very nice. That sounds great. So where'd I go now? Big area. Capital Offense Alphabet Soup. Huh. This tank is a goner. Can't open that. This is a good combo with this ammo here, but I don't... Ow, that turret just keeps blasting me. Blast him! Huge areas here. I feel like Duke wasn't this open. I mean, it was open in some respects, but this is way open. Hate those guys. Boy, it's getting pretty intense now. Ow, what's... I got an ankle biter. Gone. That's a good game. You really gotta be... Feels like you gotta really like this style of game, right? And really push forward. Because I probably would take a break otherwise, but it's just... I want to keep going and see what happens and where the game goes and... See spots and run. So when you say between resolutions, how do you think, or how do you mean as far as like switching resolutions on the like, are you capturing? Or for the recording and streaming, when switching resolutions is always tricky. In this case here, like, here's a data path capture card. The tricky part is that if you have a, I was going to say, if you have a capture card, a modern card, like an Elgato or something, that doesn't like old retro stuff, then you'll need a converter in between of some variety. And I think that, you know, you have the OSSC is very powerful. I know a lot of people use that. I saw people on here that probably... Goodness. It's real tricky when you get to these resolutions that aren't liked by modern capture cards. Okay, it's really bad at that. Because what I used, and the data path card, I'm not sure if you have access to that where you are. The data path is an internal PCI Express card, and that can basically handle everything you throw at it resolution-wise for all retro games. DOS resolutions, modern resolutions, everything. That's why I use it recently now. Otherwise, there are converters. I've used a Sewell Manta, for example. I bought a number of... I'm not sure if I have one here right now. Something biting me? Yeah. Trying to look for stuff while I'm getting bitten here. Thought I had one here. There's a few more other ones, and I was going to make a video on it. There's a few other capture solutions or converters, VGA to HDMI, that does work with DOS resolutions. I'm not sure what this is doing. Turning this on off, maybe? Yeah, it's blown up already. So the one-stop shop, I mean, as far as I'm concerned at this point, is the data path capture card, because it can just do so much. And, you know, you can have it on eBay in the US. It does. I mean, I've had zero problems with it. I switch with this all the time. This is my sole capture device now, basically. So I have a StarTech USB 3 capture device that I used originally, but this one handles every single thing I've thrown at it so far with no hitching or anything. And as long as you configure the software correctly, that's the kicker. You have to tweak it a lot. Then it just does wonders. So yes, it's very inspired by Doom, and you know, she's damaged now, right? She's taking a beating. Then it goes away the more you find health. So as far as like other ones that can do it, that's the thing. Once I found a data path and I realized that it worked so well, I kind of dropped doing converters because it does capture it raw. So what you're looking at now is the raw VGA capture. It's not HDMI. It's literally a VGA splitter from this computer that goes directly to the capture card. So you don't have to do any conversions at that point, and data path can do all that. And I know some people put a OSC in between there, but the switching resolution right, being able to synchronize to do new resolution is a problem. But so far, DataPath has handled that phenomenally. I mean, I switch to DOS, to Windows, using, you know, some oddball refresh rate, 85 hertz, random game at 640 by 480 picks that up, 800 600 picks it up, all the DOS resolutions. What is this here? That went a little too far.
How do you like your ribs?
How do you like your ribs? But yeah, it's definitely a retro-inspired shooter, but I don't know. I haven't tried many converters since I used the Sewell Manta, which did do very well. This data bath handles the 70 hertz of DOS, no problem. I used the Sewell Manta converter, which does work very well. It's not made anymore, which is unfortunate, but it is a little blurry. It converts everything to 1080p or 720p. That handles all DOS resolutions, no problem. If you want a one-stop shop thing that just works with no extra configuration, that card is, or that adapter is really useful. But I was gonna say, the data path is just so powerful. And the StarTech I have, the capture card, will handle DOS resolution as well, but with a custom driver for it, unfortunately. So it can do it, but not very well. Ooh, pushing the chairs around. That's why I like the data path so much, because it just does it. No, I mean, after the tweaking is done, you got it configured. Yeah, it switches like nothing. All DOS, just no issue. Where the heck am I going? Here, let me demonstrate. I'm gonna power up my DOS machine here. Switch to that. There you go. There's DOS captured directly. So this is raw from the machine, captured directly to the data path. So this is another machine that's booting right now with DOS. And there's no converters in between. It's just directly into data path. And once you configure the software for data path, it does all this no problem. So of course, you listen to different music now. You're still listening to the music from that one. I have a KVM. And you can tweak where it lands and everything and how it looks, but it does DOS just great. And you can then scale it from the capture software or in OBS afterwards if you want as well, on how you want it to look and everything. But the nice part is that there's no, like, if you want to just capture it, you can do that and then just set it to output at a resolution that your capture card or that your capture software like OBS or whatever likes. And at that point, you're set and good to go. So I can go into, I'll only boot it to DOS and I'll show here, but it's the data path. That's the one. And the thing with the data path is that it's just not that expensive. I guess if you can't get the, if you want the bracket, you have to pay more for it, unfortunately. So if you have a friend with a 3D printer, thanks, then you can get that. So I use it's just a standard trip-light 4-port VGA and PS2. It doesn't have audio on it, so I use a separate audio switcher, which is why you hear the game audio still from the other game. I haven't switched that over. But it's just a standard, like, it came from work, you know, metallic. It's Velcroed to the side here, so I can't show it to you, but it's just a standard metallic trip-light 4-port KVM switch PS2 VGA. That goes to then a VGA splitter, which then goes to the CRT, or yeah. You want to see Need for Speed? I can stream it right now if you want. I have it on this machine. It does it no problem. So that's the biggest thing. I don't want to, like, you know, say buy the data path. But if you want one card that can do it all, it's the data path. There's no converters and everything like that they have to mess with. This will just do it. And I played Need for Speed on this, and I've streamed it before, and it works great. So It just handles it, and it switches all the resolutions, all the stuff, no problem. Let's go back to the game. Oops. Save. So yeah, I use that KVM then so I can hop around to the machines easily. So if I want to stream from a different computer, I just push the button and off I go. So yeah. Yeah, it's like everything else, right? The retro tax kicks in. Some things you can find cheap, and a lot of things you can't find cheap. That's a bummer. So yeah, there's got to be something here with all these. Boy, these things are annoying. There we go. The data path will handle it because I have literally captured on the data path for videos for that game, so. Yeah, it's fine. Depends on where you are in the world, right? It's very difficult to find CRT sometimes, and I've, you know, I always look to upgrade the CRT I'm using. I'm playing on a, let me show you actually, but, so this is playing on a CRT right now, right? And it's always difficult to, and that's actually the machine that you're looking at right down there. That's the one I booted up here now, the EST. Yeah, no problem. If you want to show, I can show it to you real quick. If I, let's switch over to this machine again. And let's do, now we're on the audio on that machine. Let me find my Need for Speed box quick. I have the big box for Need for Speed here. I will show you. Yeah, it handles all the synchronization, no problem. I have not had a single thing where it has dropped sync or lost connection. Now, I will say, you have to tweak predefined definitions. Once you have those definitions defined on the capture card, then you won't have to do anything more. So, I think I have it installed on this computer. We'll do a little detour here quick. Oops, that's the wrong. Let's see, I think it is NFS, yeah. There we go. Oh, no problem. Half of doing this stuff. Oh, no, I don't want the joystick. No, thank you. Half of the part of doing this that's fun is doing, talking about old stuff. This is half what I enjoy, is just talking about old technology and junk like that. But as you see, it hasn't lost synchronization at all so far with all these videos. So that's why I keep saying the data path is just a great one and done card. You don't have to mess with it anymore. It just captures everything. Now, the software is finicky. I'm not going to say that it's just turnkey. You have to mess with the software a lot to get it just right. I haven't even switched over to the profile I use for this computer here, but it does capture it. Like, it's untweaked. It's just capturing now. For recording and everything, too. And it's virtually pixel perfect, so... What a great game. Because I've messed with a lot of other capture devices and things that can transfer stuff. Now, if you have a capture card already, that makes a difference, right? Because you may not want to buy a brand new one as well. But if you buy this without the bracket, it doesn't cost much more than one of those adapters anyway. So I spent so much time going through the demos in this game. This is Need for Speed 1. Oh my. To rev that car there. So yeah, I know the image is shifted and everything. Yeah, not at all. I used to love this. I sat and clicked through all this stuff, lusting after these cars as a kid. This is the data path E1. The only difference with the E1S and the E1 is the E1S has a higher bandwidth. So if you want to capture 1080p, higher than 1080p, and 2 at the same time, then you need E1S. The E1 is fine if you're doing retro resolutions like DOS and Windows, you know, XP, all that stuff. Then this is fine. This will do 1080p, up to 1080p just fine. But if you want to capture and record at the same time, then it doesn't have enough bandwidth, so you have to have the E1S, so... let's exit out of this here. Yeah, exactly. I just do pour through this so much. And now we just do bloop, and then we're back to this game. There we go. Quick detour. Yeah, that's what it comes down to. It's like, I don't want to tell anyone what to buy, but if you ask me for one solution today, boy, that data path has just proven to be great. And also captures, you know, every old, like, you know, retro console and all this stuff. It's become the favorite, I think, for a lot of YouTubers. Here we go, how to health kit. Because it's so versatile. It does so many things, and that's why I like it so much. And, you know, it will require tweaking. There's no denying that for sure. How do I get in here? Main core. Can't get in there yet. There's a control room up there. Hello. Oh yeah, you're right on the 0 to 60. That was so amazing, and, you know, you look at the 90s cars, and, like, you get a lot of performance. Freaking, you know, hatchbacks, even family sedans have a lot of power these days, so... Can't get in there to the yellow key card. So where's the yellow key card? A bit to shooting range, right? Yeah. No. Yeah, I think that's what I like most of it, is the data path gives you such a clean capture. And you can do really, really nice captures with it. Basically pixel perfect, and do some scaling and everything in the software. Fortunately, there's a, and I can't remember, there's a GitHub page for it. That there's a GitHub and place where someone custom built a software to tweak it. It's called VCS. So you want to look that up. The built-in or included software that DataPath provides is, you know, so-so, but then this extra software is really good. He's taking a break over the summer, I think so. But yeah, no problem. I do this, yeah, sure, I play games, but I love, as you probably can tell, I get going. I love talking about old hardware. I love talking about this stuff, so always bring up whatever. I'm happy to talk about it. Whether you like it or not, because I keep talking forever. Cheers. Oh, there's that guy again. I don't like those guys. I believe so, yeah. Well, yeah. So what you're talking about, right, was... Oh, I gotta find all the targets. There's one. Oh, it's a target practice thing, so you gotta find all the targets. That's cool. So, what happened there was that what you're talking about, right? Yeah, as I say, they just... I stop and get shot to pieces while I'm talking about different capture solutions. So, the dev of VCS, right, he took a hiatus over the summer, and he only gave, on his website, you know, he just put the raw files that weren't compiled yet. And so he did not compile the new version. But someone was very kind enough, and I feel bad that if you're on here now, oh, you did that, right? You're the one who gave me the version of that. I'm sorry, I'm really bad with names now, but with the new version, I don't think he's compiled the new ones yet, so just fan-made compiles. That's a lot of cool targets here. I like when they do a little creative stuff here. Ooh. Head is gone. 10 targets out of 21 taken care of. Because I would say, when I was playing Mass Effect Andromeda, which is, you know, a game that's pretty... Yeah. What I really enjoyed on that one was some of the stages where, like, you're going to, like, a spaceship that's adrift without gravity, and, like, those are creative and cool, instead of just, here's a huge open world, run around and do a collectathon and everything, and that's didn't feel so inspired, you know? Ah, look at the water barrel compresses when I shoot it. Yeah, I don't know, I think I feel bad, because a lot of people that give so much to the community, they probably get very jaded, because people, you know, are, well, unfortunately, a lot of people are assholes, and it's unfortunate when someone who gives so much to the community gets, I'm guessing, tired of people, you know, being a jerk to him or something, but he made a really good product. I think that the VCS software is what I'm using to capture now, really brings the whole thing together, right? Speaking of, I see a problem here. Oops. Stand by. The data path requires a lot of tweaking. I notice I have flickering at the bottom of the screen now since I've switched. Now I gotta tweak the software here now. Sorry. There we go. I don't think so. I'm just kind of theorizing. I'm just talking out of my rear end at this point. But just, I know that people probably get tired of people just harassing, or, you know, it just feels like that. He felt like he was kind of tired or something when he signed off for the summer. But who knows? Maybe that's just his personality. Gotta be something up here, right? No? So, let's see. How many targets? 13 targets left. Try to hang around a target practice range here. That's a bad idea. You can really jump. Any secrets here? You got any more of them there secrets? Yeah. We're thinking of getting a dog, too. I've never owned a dog. My dad was allergic to well, fur animals, basically, when I was a kid. So we have a cat now, of course, Zoe. But we are probably getting a dog here soon. I think we're getting a corgi. So I've played Fury before. I have not played this far, honestly. I really like it. It's just, you know, you gotta be in the mood for this kind of retro shooter. Yeah. You shouldn't read any comments, and that's the thing. I mean, most people so far have been friendly. I'm tiny. Yeah, that's what I wanted to choose Zoe Bethrall. At least she can jump up. The corgi can't jump very high, right? So, but, it's... And I'm really small that I don't get a lot of comments. Maybe you're the same super. Fortunately, most people are super supportive and nice and, you know, want to discuss the retro stuff. But, you know, sooner or later, you'll be subjected to people being not so nice. And, really got to let that go, I suppose. There's one target left. Where is it? Did I miss one somewhere? You gotta get all of them now. Pete's sake. Really? That's weird. Oh, there it is. Ah! Wow, that's a pretty bad time there, but oh well. Nice one! The yellow keycard out of it. Yeah, it's really bizarre to me. People that have anonymity, right? Online, they will just spew the weirdest stuff out, and... It's unfortunate, but... I always love, you know, constructive criticism or feedback on videos. Absolutely. If someone says, like, you know, oh, this part was all long, or... you know, whatever it is. Just give some feedback, stuff like that. I'm always willing to listen to that. But it's just like, oh, this sucks. Okay, good. I'm glad you don't enjoy it. you know, that's good for you, but just so... What's the point at that point? Why are you commenting? A power trip, or... Who knows? I think Penny Arcade had the universal theory of online, you know, jerkwads. And they said the average person plus audience plus anonymity equals jerkwad, which is very true. The reactor, I assume we have to get in there. That opened the door to reactor control. That's what I need. Why would they go after? Like, I just don't get it. It's like you're doing it because you think it's fun, and it's sad, and okay, yeah, appreciate it for sure. Yeah, thank you very much for getting me that build. But so far, this one's working great. That's what I'm using right now. I did try and build it myself, but I only got so far, so it's really nice to get that version. Well, this looks promising here. Those lighting effects. Yeah. This looks unpleasant. As soon as we ride those things up. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting, because, I mean, we're all doing it because it's fun, right? So... Whee! Aha! That went easier than I thought. Getting the hang of this game now. So I don't know. I don't have any Windows 2000 machines, but I thought about it because I used to use Windows 2000 for quite a while. I think it's just the boring XP machine, right? Covers such a broad range and handles that. So from a usability perspective, and just like I'm gonna play some games or capture something, I go for XP. But I should probably spin up a 2000 machine again, because I do have fond memories using it. So I like having options. Obviously, I have plenty of machines that I could dedicate a machine to 2000, and I kind of, now that you say it, I kind of want to do it just from a... I went all the way in there just to get the blue key card, huh? Fine. Where do we need to use the blue key card? Star Trek vibes here now. So where are we using the blue key card? How do I get out of here? There's a ladder. A data core, I guess. Oh my. Look at that guy. It's an Ed 209 copy here. I feel like I'm gonna have to fight that thing sooner or later. Door unlocked. Okay, that's the elevator that brought me up. So... Okay. Ah, unlocked. Chunk. So where is the blue door? Can you scroll around the map here now? There we go. There's the blue door all the way over there, I think. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, you know, from a usability perspective, so yeah, you don't have the Windows 98 compatibility, and XP will do the same thing, right? I mean, it's based on it, so it is diminishing returns to use it, but it's still fun, so... No, I think that Dark Forces, correct me if I'm wrong, used its own proprietary engine. Like, they built their own engine for it. LucasArts was fun like that, I guess. But yeah, it is really cool. Like, I love what they did with this, right? The visual design, all that stuff. Back at the beginning... I have the blue key card, but I don't remember where to use it. Yeah, it runs extremely well, I would say, the Dark Forces engine, for sure. And you can tell, like, this has more of a real 3D feel to it. A lot of it has the real 3D stuff. I mean, Duke had too within limitations, but... So where would the blue door be? I don't remember. Sprawling maps are becoming a problem. I'm just getting lost. So there are really no advantages, technically. XP will do everything... I mean, someone correct me, but XP will do pretty much everything that 2000 will do. It's more like a... You know, if it's a retro perspective or something you enjoy. I used to run it for a while. It is, yeah, it's very, very stable. But then XP, again, will do basically the same, right? So that's the kicker, is that if you just want a machine to play, then XP will take care of that, but...
Come on.
Yeah, I think so. It was exceedingly stable and useful, so... I used it... I mean, I work with 2000 a lot, both in college and work. Oh my. I remember dual booting, I think Millennium in 2000, because I was cool like that.
Damn it. Gotta find another way out.
That did work. I'm getting kind of invested in this game now. I usually don't play games like this in this sort of sitting or this long. Again, I'm playing on this easy, by the way, so... Bluey. Do not like those guys. Can I get in there? No? Looks like there's goodies in there. I want to get in. Can't get over how satisfying that shotgun is. I do really want to try out... Was it Graven? Graven? It's the new one that just came out, the medieval one. Yeah, exactly. And there, again, there's nothing XP won't do that, you know... You can't do anything more with 2000 than XP, so... Especially with the game support. But it's still an interesting one to run and experience, because I have fond memories of playing with it. Really struggling to get those games running on 2000 for sure. I think I ran Outcast on it. Is it open here? No, I was about to shoot a grenade through it, but it would hit me. Nope. Oh. I really wish I had a flashlight. It's really dark. I'm just kind of rolling with it now. Can't see anything where I'm going. Hey, Bluey.
Clean up on aisle your ass.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think, why I think that XP from a retro perspective, 98, a high-performing Windows 98 machine. Oh my. Building coming down. Think it probably has the most, like, you know, attention right now. But an XP machine probably gives you most bang for your buck, especially since you can get a good working XP machine for probably not that much cash when you think about it. Easier to acquire, you know. A lot of stuff going on here. A street? Ow. That's really shooting me. What is hitting me? Health pack would be nice. Got more of those flying douches here somewhere. Woo! These rockets really hurt. Away! Brave, brave. Oh, dead. My goodness. I'll go for a little bit more here, but getting so I've invested in this game here now, but go with the carry that with the ion. There we go. We use these things. Spray and pray. Those rocket launcher guys, those are the worst ones. Can't see them. Where are they? I'm getting stuck on trash. Whew. I like these, but there's like no ammo. Use one. Just one of those guys. Whew. Oh wow, yeah, I think an overpowered XP machine gives you so much, like, because it can run all those old games really well, like high resolutions, you know, all the max settings and everything, and getting a mid-range for then was a mid-range video card that then runs great in Windows XP is an awesome way to do it. Oh, okay, so we got the full triple boot then. I haven't messed with dual boot in a long time. Okay, so you have triple boot, so I know the order of installation is really important when you're doing multi-boots like that, but sounds like you got it down. Are there more of those flying guys? I don't see any. Oh, where did they go? There they are. Well, trying to get those flying guys, because they really hurt. I tried to run the modern patch for Need for Speed 3 on a 2-old system, and then I just broke everything. That was my experience with that one. Probably shouldn't have tried it, but something in there. Here you go. Let's see. Where am I going here? This is a big level. Something in here. There's got to be something here. Spider guys. Kick that head around. Getting back here. Ammo. Ooh, this looks interesting. It works on that too, because I almost did on something wrong when I tried to install that patch, because I broke everything completely. But I didn't try that long. The shopping mall. See, this is stuff I love with Duke. Was that you could, you know, get into these kind of areas and like really explore what would look like a modern or a real setting. Not to... What killed me? Must have touched some geometry that just insta-gibbed me. Huh. Okay. Neat. Bug-free it ain't, I guess. Yeah, I'm kind of like on both sides. I tend to patch to the latest like official one, and if a game has specific problems, I pull out the stuff. Some games, of course, are easier to run than others, and some just really give you a hard time, obviously. So I like that we have so many options at this point. It's ridiculous. If I can get in there again this time without dying. Or it's that flying bastard. That's the guy that I don't like. Ah. It's interesting too, some games, I mean, it depends on the game too, right? Some, especially like the DOS era games, feels like a lot of times they just installed, you're fine. They ran great, or great. It ran very well usually without too much effort, but then some games as you got into the Windows era, the early Windows era, certainly you remember a lot of games that just didn't work very well or had just horrible problems, so... Try not get killed in the geometry this time.
Nice.
Nice malts. It's definitely running a little choppy here now, but that's probably to be expected considering what we're doing. Okay. There's the store to kill us last time. I must have, like, gotten flung into the geometry, because, I mean, it just insta-gibbed me. A coffee shop. Health packs. Nothing else in here. Nice little mall. Yeah, so set in the same universe, I believe, because you're playing as Shelly Bombshell. And she is a character that does show up in some of the Duke games, or not shows up, but she plays as one of the soldiers in the GDF, which is what Duke runs into, the Global Defense Force. So it's a nice game, especially being so imaginative. You can get it on sale. It's a good one. It runs, you know, on fully... That's true. On fully modern machines, too. That was what's made for, so... Armor. Ketchup. I mean, think about it this way. If you played this game with this environment back in the day, I would have eaten it up. Because I loved the real-world setting of... Or real-world... of Duke. Where, you know, it wasn't so fantastical, but it really was real locations, real buildings. That's like a race thing for the food court here.
Now you gotta keep them separated.
You gotta keep them separated. Huh, interesting. The other thing, you gotta kind of have like a little mixture of stuff, right? Oh my. Looks good. I think we're gonna have to park it here soon, though. I realize this game just keeps going and going. I don't know what the red one was. And I think what drives us a lot of the things are, of course, our own nostalgia, right? I have very many memories from the Pentium to Pentium 2, 3, you know, Windows XP era. Lots of games, and of course a very broad range, but a very soft spot for my Pentium 1. Yeah, they do have a lot of ones. I do appreciate them doing that, because if you just want to get an old game and play it, then GOG is probably a good place to start, because it just kind of works. It runs in DOSBox in most cases, or, you know, ported to modern. I think they do a generally good job, so... And no DRM is very nice, obviously. So that's that stupid guy. Goodness, rocket launcher there. Whew. Yes, I have So I recently did a video on it. So I have a K62 AMD that has a... Sorry, just a lot of bad guys here right now. That has the AW64 Gold in it. And it works really well there for DOS. The other machine I just booted up a few minutes ago that you saw has a AW64 value in it, which I think, for my money, if you want a compatible sound card, it's hard to beat that one, because it just, I mean, it may not sound the best, especially with its not true OPL3 stuff, but the fact that it's so compatible, I mean, I think that if you want a compatible sound card, the AW64 just covers everything. Yeah. Hey, not bad choices then, if that's what you're playing, so. Yeah, I love the fact that GOG seems, at least when the people are porting the games and adding stuff, they're thinking about the game and the audience, right? They're putting in stuff that is of interest to people. Not just, here's a game, have fun. Break that glass. There's the red door. Huzzah. Nice ammo here. Let's see. Be a much longer player now, but I think I'm going to find a good stopping point here soon. But it would be nice if it was a natural stopping point here with a level end or something.
Oh my god, the quarterback is toast.
Ah. Goodness. They're hopping all over the place. No, especially if you just want a card that's going to work in nearly every DOS or Windows, early Windows situation. I can't think of another card that's more practical for the price. So, I do like the gold, of course. That's what I have in that K6. Oh my. So what's the deal here? Ah. Throw a few grenades over there and take care of that. Yeah, that's the thing. I only have gold because I got it in like a box from work years ago. I don't know that I will go buy one because I'm not sure if, like, I mean, sure, it's cool from a collecting perspective, but from a gameplay, it feels like the regular AW64 does do, you know, just about the same job, right? Much, much cheaper. You got some health there now. Whew, getting rough. Oh my goodness. Yeah, for I think you're right, for PCI or Windows, you know, 98 or later, the live cards are just so good because they are also extremely compatible. Gotta be careful about the Dell ones though. I've had issues with that one. There are ways to overcome that, but the Dell OEM / proprietary ones that they rebranded, right? They can be a little bit of a challenge. Can't open that door yet. Honk. What's going on here? That's the exit, I think. And also that the lie was so numerous, right? It was sold in almost every, you know, every variety and version, and there's so many of them, and they're usually cheap because of that. Can I not get up here then? As Volvo. Yeah, I have a Dell one, and I was just like, oh, it looks like a normal live card. And I was going to throw it in the machine, and I just had endless problems with the drivers and blue screen and who knows what. I'm low on ammo here. I'd open the door. Nice. this is the exit. I think we're gonna call it here, but if it is truly the exit. Huh. Wrench there. A new area here now, but
Excuse me, miss. Have you seen an enormous security droid anywhere?
I
I seem to have misplaced it.
After I'm done with it, you can claim what's left.
oh my, maybe we should try and fight the boss then. Not that I have a lot of ammo here now. Well, that sounds good. The mech monster, 10,000 calories. That's quite alright.
DC might be done for, but I'm not.
You have to fight a big one. That would be nice, yeah, but it probably doesn't have a...
Kick your shiny metal ass.
Haha. Oh, throwing a lot of grenades at me here now. Oh, that's really a tank and spank fight here now. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Whew. Try one more time.
What the?
More ammo would be nice.
DC might be done for, but I'm not.
Yeah, that was a big boss.
I'm gonna kick your shiny metal ass.
Oh, wow.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
He's stuck. Ow. Whew. Some hell. What is killing me so bad? Yeah, it's struggling now. Need some health. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm heading now. It says run away. Health. There's some health around here. Wow, it's really having trouble keeping up now. There we go. There's some ammo and health there.
Worthless consumer models.
Oh, ow. Ow! And that's that, like, blasting of everything around there. That's what really kills me. I got 2 health left. Yeah, I wish I had a med pack to use, though, unfortunately. Yeah, it's M, and I did use it earlier, but... Did I get it? I think it died.
You get these wonderful toys. You're gonna have to do better than that, you bald-headed bitch. I'm coming for you, Heskel.
Apparently I killed it somehow. Ho, ho, ho. Now I have a machine gun. Too bad I don't know where to go. Over here? Looks appropriate. Oh yeah, I gotta have a machine gun. Oh, well, that's a good time to stop there probably, but my goodness. 1 out of 25 secrets. Are you a real player? Not really. Ooh, it's an intense game.
Now, where's the party?
I was gonna shoot this a little bit. Pushing her backwards. You can pre-spin it. Awesome. I'm gonna fire it now. It just
Dodge this.
dodge. This pushes her backwards. Yeah, I'm terrible at getting secrets, so. Whew, that's a good workout, though, playing that game. My goodness. But, yeah, that's a fun one. Again, I wish the box was a little smaller than this monstrosity here, but, yeah, check it out. I really want to play the Graven now, whatever that one's called, the medieval one. I'd check that out as well. I'm not sure if that runs. Probably doesn't run any Duke because that's a different engine, right? So, but yeah, I realized it's very late, and thanks everyone for hanging out. Probably call it there, and then appreciate it. I always have fun talking about old tech and everything, so definitely bring the questions and all that stuff, and everyone's happy to talk, I think. But I'll think of something again. Might go a little old school next time. We've been playing a lot of more modern games, so maybe I kick it back to something older. But it was a fun one to play on this computer. So I appreciate everyone hanging out, and I will see you guys next week. Have a good one. See you guys. The egg thing in the box? Oh, I can show it to you. That's the USB stick. If you want to see that real quick. Yeah. Thanks a lot. This thing, you mean? That's the USB stick in the bomb. See, it's a bombshell. Yeah, I'm glad I paid for this box. At least I got the game DRM free, so. Alright. See you guys next week. Bye.